Hey everybody, hopefully all of you are doing well. I missed you guys last week, but I'm trying to get back on track. But today I'm going to show you how to roast a spaghetti squash. This is a vegetable you definitely want to get to know, so let's get started. So spaghetti squash is rich in vitamin A, B6, C, and K, just to name a few of the vitamins and minerals. But I know for sure that some of us walk by this vegetable quite often, so I wanted to show you how to cook it. What I'm doing here is I'm just taking a very sharp knife. This is not a job for the less expensive knife in the house. You need to make sure you have the sharpest knife possible when you're cutting into this squash. It's not the easiest vegetable to get into. I cut the end of the squash off because I wanted to be able to stand the squash up so I can give myself more stability. Never try to cut this kind of squash while it's rolling around on your board. Matter of fact, the chick doing the demonstration should have put a towel under the squash so that I could have more leverage and it wouldn't slip around the board, but it's okay. I finally got it cut into two halves, and what you're going to do is just take a spoon and scrape out the seeds. After we get all of the seeds scraped out, we're going to go ahead and put them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and I'm just going to lightly brush them with a little bit of olive oil, not a whole lot. Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. I just choose to do that very lightly, not heavy. Then what you're going to do is just turn them over face down, and then we're going to roast them at 425 degrees for about 40 to 50 minutes. Once the squash is done, just go ahead and wait for them to cool just enough for you to handle. Right now I'm just going to give them a turn so you can see what they look like. And for some, still at this point, they may be a little too hot to handle, so you can give it a few minutes and let them cool down. And then you're just going to take a fork and you're just going to start to fluff the spaghetti squash right out of the skin. Just really easy. Now, as far as taste, this spaghetti squash really tastes buttery on its own. The flavor itself, it tastes like it has a little bit of butter on it already, so I don't usually add any. I just go straight to seasoning and any toppers like scallions or parsley that I want. I've even used it instead of pasta, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, it tastes like pasta. That would be a lie, so I'm not going to even do that. But some vegans will tell you they use it in place of rice and pasta quite a bit with their meals. Now for my meat lovers, I have used my chunky marinara sauce and some ground turkey or ground chicken sausage, just like I did with that lasagna that we made in a past video, and put it on top of the spaghetti squash. So it was sort of eaten like spaghetti at the time, and it was really filling and delicious. But here I'm just showing you the very basics so you can do what you want to do with your own roasted spaghetti squash. Well guys, after this video, hopefully I've encouraged you to go ahead and pick a spaghetti squash up and give it a try. Stop walking by this vegetable. No, really, stop it. And go ahead and give it a try. Thank you guys so much for cooking with me and hanging out. You know I appreciate it. Don't forget this recipe and others can be found at gdseasoning.com. And I'll see you guys later on this week.